I can't find that video
Which one?
of Cook Street.
It's no go. You're in live. Go
Is that
back.
right?
Oh
Uploads.
no. It's in there.
Okay.
Go here and then to YouTube Studio. Hey guys, we're here. We're here. We're about to go live.
Yeah, all of a sudden we look at the clock. We're like, oh shit.
Got a lot going on today. All right, we'll be right back at you.
What am I doing? Hit mute.
So the next thing to do is make this free call right now to Dorn's Publishing and get your free guide to publishing. Call right now.
800-925-7086. 800-925-7086. That's 800-925-7086.
Journey into the matrix of the mind. Stretch your imagination and challenge reality. Abnormal realities are beacons for the imagination. What society deems abnormal may be more real than we think. This is Abnormal Realities with your hosts, Ron Phillips and Rocky Stucci.
Well, that was kind of weird. We're just in deep conversation.
It was kind of weird.
And all of a sudden, Phillips was like, oh, damn, we got to go hot in a minute and a half. I'm like, give me a hug. Hurry. What's up, kids? Happy Tuesday. Yeah, happy Tuesday. Welcome to the program, Abnormal Realities. Rocky Stucci.
On the Odyssey Radio Network.
Oh, look
Well,
at
not
that.
yet, but we're getting there.
Let me see that son of a beehive.
Careful, it's got my coffee in it.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, I put my coffee right in it.
Yeah, dude, you won't even play, you didn't even wash it. So we got look at that.
Available on the OdysseyRadio.com website shortly.
Look at that. Boom.
Yeah, it's a good looking tumbler, Rocky.
Damn.
You did good.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
Yep.
Whew, it's Tuesday, brother. We got a lot going on in the world. People being abducted every day. We do have a low percentage of anal probing, but we are researching that. We got people on the ground right now investigating the probing
What the hell are you
statistics.
talking
Ron, let me ask you something.
Please.
If somebody offered you $500,000 to do a Brokeback Mountain type of movie, you think you'd do it?
How much?
500,000.
In a heartbeat.
You'd be cuddling with another dude around the bonfire up in the woods with some horses.
Oh, yeah. 500 grand? Come on. Who wouldn't do it for 500 grand? You know you would.
600,000.
No, you would not.
600,000.
You didn't say having sex with the dude. You said cuddling.
Well, it's a movie. That's the
It
whole
is a
point.
movie.
Because
You're an actor.
Yes.
You're in a movie. It's not like real sex with a dude. That cost me a little bit more.
At least $100 more.
No, that's closer to $1 million.
Well, because Lisa.
Look, I'm not $1 million is. I'm not gay, but $1 million is $1 million.
It's just, hey, you know what? Chapstick goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? It goes a long way. Hey, by the way, before I forget, because I forget things all the time, I just want to give a special shout out to my sister Lisa, all the way up there in the frozen tundra of New Richmond, Wisconsin. Talked to my sister first time in a while. I talked to her, and she always has to remind me of some things, right? Like when I pooped in her Christmas presents when I was a kid. She likes to talk about when I lit the garage door on fire and when I lit the garbage can on fire.
She's older.
And she's older. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I almost got murdered one time from a homeless guy. He almost beat me with the handlebars of a bike.
Really?
And he was using them for a weapon. I'm all right, though. All right? I'm all right. I pulled through. All right, I pulled through, but I'm okay. But no, I love you, Lisa. My sister has taken me in multiple times. I almost started bawling when I was talking to her. She's taken me in multiple times. I wasn't an innocent kid. I know it's shocking to a lot of you, but I wasn't the most innocent kid in the world. You know what I mean? And young man growing up. And my sister took me in multiple times, and I lived with her quite a few times. And I love her forever. I love her to death. And I appreciate everything she's done for me. And, you miss family, dude. You know what I'm saying? And so when we go up there, Phillips, she's going to show up. And
Is she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's what she says.
Yep.
Okay. So, anyways, just want to make sure I give a shout out to Lisa. But that's about
We got
it.
another shout out to give.
Who do we got? Did I forget?
Linda Adamski.
Oh, yeah.
God bless you. We're with you, praying for you. It's never fun to lose a family member, and that's what that's. Even if it's a pet, it's a family member. So
You know, I'm going to say that dogs, not so much cats. Cats kind of suck, even though I like cats. There is nothing, honestly, more loyal to a person on the planet than a dog. Am I kind of right?
I agree.
You go kick the dog in the face and it's going to come right back and just want to cuddle and watch a movie. It's really weird.
All they want to do is please you. That's it. You know, they just want to be happy. I guarantee you we have 4 dogs and all 4 of them are living their best life right now. God bless them.
Yeah. No, Linda, man, it sucks. And I just want you to know, if you need, you can give Lisa a call. We got 4 Chihuahuas at home. I'll send you whatever ones you want. If you want all of them, I'll put them in a box right now and send them UPS to you. Not even lying. I'll drive them to you.
Not even lying.
I will drive them to you. No, I'm sorry, girl. Sorry to hear that. It sucks, man. It sucks. So, what are you doing?
I have a
You're
hang
literally cutting your fingernail on the show.
I'm not cutting my fingernail, but if I don't get this piece of skin off, I'm going to wind up infecting my finger.
Oh, come on, Linda. Man, I'll put something together for you. Oh, yeah, I will. All right. Well, there was something else I wanted to bring up, and I can't remember, but it'll come up at the most inappropriate time during
We
the show
could ask
tonight.
them to help us with a tagline. You're up.
All right, so Ron sends me a message last night at about
11 o'clock.
Yeah, about 11:37 and 32 seconds. And
Were you sleeping?
I was TikToking.
Oh, you were?
I was watching TikTok
Okay.
videos. Yep. And it's weird. When I lay down, sometimes my brain starts going, and if I don't force myself just to lay there and watch Ghost Hunters or Adventures, then I won't fall asleep. But
You know what I watch when I can't sleep?
What?
The Joy of Painting. Bob Ross. Happy Little Trees. Yep. Watch it on Tubi.
That ain't that bad, really.
On my phone.
That's actually pretty good stuff to watch.
Samsungs have that Tubi show, or Tubi.
When Dominic and I watched the video of Bob Ross about a month ago, he was just like, dude, that is so dumb. I'm like, well, what? He goes, he's just like doing these stupid things to the canvas and it makes a tree.
And he whispers all the time.
And let's make this
makes
happy
me so
little-
sleepy.
It does. And Ron falls asleep to his happy little voice.
That's correct. Yep.
Would you?
No.
Okay.
All right. So we need a tagline.
All right. So Ron
Put him
sent me,
back on
dude,
track.
I was already forgot about
I
that.
know. Put him back on track.
Ron sent me a message last night. We're trying to come up with the tagline for Odyssey Radio. And you know, spontaneously, I threw a couple out, but, you know, you don't feel them. You just throw them out there. And I had one this morning in the shower. It was there.
I think we ought to do a contest.
I think we should do a contest.
Sorry, I just sprang that on you.
No, dude, I felt that.
Okay.
Yep.
Good. All right.
So how do we do it?
Well, the best way for us to do the contest is for you to email us a tagline for our Odyssey Radio network, our Odyssey Radio station. And, you know, it's, you know what the station's about: paranormal, UFOs, Bigfoot, all things, you know, along those lines. We just need a good marketing tagline for the station. 3 or 4 or 5 words, just something that hits home. So email us, please. Don't put it in the chat tonight. I mean, you can put it in the chat, but we may not
We
see
ain't
it.
going to see it. Now,
Yeah,
officially has to be email.
You need to email us. And the email address is info@odysseyradio.com.
You know, something like
If you
Odyssey
send it,
Radio, exploring nipples, one nipple at a time.
no, God. You can send it to either info@abnormalrealities.com or info@odysseyradio.com. That's ODYSY radio.com. Info at either one of those two. Send us your idea. If we choose your idea, what do we give them? Tumbler?
Hug.
Make a tumbler? We can give them one of these.
Yep.
Sure can. Odyssey Radio tumbler. Look at that right there. Now that is something special. These things are going to go for what? About $25?
Yep, 25.
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys want one now, just send a message to Ron. Just send a message to Ron if you want one now.
That hot coffee just popped in my eye. God,
Dude, I
no.
saw that. You all right? I know CPR
Jeez. Okay.
for the eyeball. Yep. So Odyssey, info@odysseyradio.com. Odyssey Radio, where blue aliens become reality.
See, he's trying, and that's what he was sending me last night. Crap like that. And that
Dumb
wasn't working.
shit. Stretching the imagination of the mind.
Yeah, let's look at some of the ones you sent me last night.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah, because it was. I mean, it was late. Don't get me wrong, but
I just couldn't get into it.
I said, let's see. I said, we need a tagline for Odyssey. Hit me with something fantastic.
That's
Go.
a lot of pressure at 11:37 at night.
I said, go. It was 11:15. I said, go. He said, the next generation of paranormal talk radio.
The next generation of paranormal talk radio.
He said, the normality of insanity.
The normality of insanity. Odyssey Radio.
Exploration of the imagination.
Exploration of the imagination. Odyssey Radio.
Journey beyond reality.
Odyssey Radio. The journey beyond reality.
The final frontier.
And you yelled at me for that one.
I said, nope. Too Trekkie.
Yeah, dude, that bothered me when you said that. Because I didn't realize there was like a thing until you said it, you know?
And then you said LOL guck.
I meant the F word. I meant the F word. All right?
Wait, I'm sorry. Breaching the bounds of reality.
Breaching the bounds of reality.
Disrupting the
Odyssey Radio.
matrix. And then the last one you sent me was, come get some.
That's all I had. I was done. Come get some. Odyssey Radio.
That was at 11:37 and 15 seconds.
Odyssey Radio. Come get some bitches.
Oh, that was so funny. Yeah, so we need a tagline, and I'm telling you, we need a good tagline. So make it good. Pull out all those marketing things, and if we choose your tagline, we'll
Odyssey Radio. We are always watching. Email. Email.
listen closely. Odyssey Radio. Listen
Info.
closely. All right, what do we got tonight? Let's see.
So
We got blue aliens.
oh,
We're going to talk about blue aliens tonight, interestingly enough, and Mars mushrooms, or just mushrooms. I mean,
both.
at some point, we're going to talk about both, I think.
You know, you'll start with the first sentence of the first one and automatically jump right into the good shit.
Yes, that's correct. All right, you want me to go with my first story?
Odyssey Radio, the freaky and wonderful.
Let them come up with them.
Email.
info@abnormalrealities.com or info@odysseyradio.com. Woman who has daily alien encounters says blue-skinned creatures are testing the waters. Audrey? Okay.
Odyssey Radio, we don't suck.
A woman says that she is having daily encounters with aliens after she spotted her first UFO during the pandemic lockdown. Lily Nova, who's 29, said that she took up astrophotography out of boredom and made her first sighting in November, followed by another a short while later, and things ramped up from there. Now, not a day goes by that she doesn't see a floating orb, a metallic ship, or an extraterrestrial being, and she can even describe what they look like.
Okay. I saw a video today where there's one guy, obviously he was disabled. We talked about this recently, and he was sitting in the living room of his home, and he looks up and he says, "Hello, Jesus. You're my God."
I watched it on
see
TikTok last night.
Did you see that?
Yep.
Dude, I got kind of chills watching that because
And he had a little conversation with him there.
whether a doctor wants to say it's psychological or not,
Yep.
it was real to this dude, man. You could kind of feel that. So the reason I bring that up is you said this lady here, when she had that experience, once she had that experience, she saw this stuff all the time.
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten to that part of the story
Oh, my
yet.
bad. Let's reverse.
Lily was from St. Louis, Missouri, U.S., said one of the aliens looked like a girl with light blue skin, no hair, and added that the very beautiful being was wearing a skin-tight gray suit. She said, my first encounter with aliens and UFOs was very intense. I went outside for some fresh air one night and immediately locked eyes with a bright light hovering over the neighborhood. I started investigating and realized it was a UFO. Seconds later, I looked away briefly, and when I looked back, there was a second craft that was much closer. I could actually see the triangular shape of the craft. The UFOs did some impressive maneuvers to show me that it wasn't a regular aircraft before they disappeared above me. She's got some pictures here of some pretty cool little, I mean, they look like lights, but
If you saw a craft hit the ground, like you saw pictures, you saw a craft flying, you knew it was a for real craft, and you saw it whether it crashed or it landed, would you try to go do an investigation?
I think because of my interest in how intrigued I am by it all, I think I would. But then again, who knows when the time comes what you're actually going to do? Because quite honestly, it's new, right? But you want to try to set that fear aside. So that's what my plan would be, to set the fear aside and just go investigate. Everybody wants to know about extraterrestrials and aliens right now. Would it not be cool to be the first ones to be able to come out with that kind of stuff with definitive? I mean, that's the way all the Bigfooters are too. Want to be the first one with definitive video,
No,
right?
I understand. But I don't want to be the first one to get killed.
Well, I mean,
Because you really don't
that's the
know,
chance
brother.
you take.
See,
if
it
you
is.
go down in the history books.
Same thing with Bigfoot. You have no idea.
Yeah.
You know, if you got too close or cornered him, you don't know. Same thing with aliens. I'll let Ron go first, and I'll stay back about 40 feet. Okay, there was that one where the UFO crashed, the guy touched it, and then all of a sudden he had this big flash in his head.
Yeah.
And
Where he got data. Was it he got data?
he got data,
Yeah.
all the zeros and ones,
Interesting.
and he remembered them.
Lily said she was spooked after her first encounter, but since then it's become a common occurrence. She continued, during my encounters, I have also been able to see what the beings look like. One of the first beings I saw was a girl with light blue skin. She had no hair, but she was very beautiful. She was wearing a skin-tight gray suit, and I saw her shipmates standing behind her in the same uniform. I have also seen another group of beings with light blonde hair, fair and glowing skin, and bright blue eyes. I believe they send images of themselves to me through telepathy. I think they are easing me into an introduction, as it would be such a shocking experience for any human to have an alien walk up to you. Lily believes that the aliens were testing the waters with her after her first shocking encounter, as she says they were motioning towards her and knew she was recording. She thinks that they then gave her some space to process the experience before appearing to her again.
Gotta process shit.
Yep. Lily added, my encounters have been very close from the start. Close encounters. I could not believe what I was seeing. It was groundbreaking, and it piqued my interest in astrophotography even more. I needed to find out as much as possible. I abandoned my career as a nutritionist, because it was overtaken by my passion for finding out more about UFOs and aliens. It's not something I ever expected to happen. The shock of my encounters with the UFOs eventually turned to comfort as I had more and more experiences.
Audrey got busted.
Yep. It felt like I was developing a relationship with them. These experiences have changed everything for me. It has totally changed my view of the world, and I have learned so much about the cosmos and other beings. I have been focusing on spreading awareness of what I have found. And she's got some
I'm
She's
interested
got
though,
some
brother.
images.
I'm interested to hear what views changed.
She now believes that she can invite these experiences with aliens and UFOs when she is in a relaxed, open, and blissful state of mind. There you go. Yeah. She says that she has even developed a sixth sense and intuitive gut feeling for when they are going to appear to her. Lily added, whenever I'm out doing my creative passion, astrophotography, this is when I believe I can make contact and invite these encounters. So it's an intriguing story. I wonder if, I'm guessing that not everybody can go out and just think about an alien or an extraterrestrial and they go poof and they're there.
I don't know. I think I just had an experience.
Did you? You need to clean that up. Yeah, that's what I thought. We got some taglines coming in. Thank you, guys. Send your favorite tagline for Odyssey Radio to info@abnormalrealities.com or info@odysseyradio.com.
Do it.
And we'll pick a winner
What's
probably
your-
before Friday.
What's your take on telepathy? We're not going to be on the show Friday, so it has to be Thursday.
I said before Friday.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So telepathy, I've never seen it in action. So do I think that it's possible? It could be, but if it is, people are hiding it very well, or it's just not possible. I mean, telepathy is moving things with your mind,
Right.
Or communication, right? Isn't that what that is?
You know what? So, yeah, I guess that would be a form of telepathy as well. So, didn't that one guest we had on our show, was it Brad? Am I saying his name right? Didn't he say that
Brad, I think
they
you're right.
communicated with him without saying a word? Like Like a lot of people theorize when you talk about what's that old ancient city, Atlantis, that the Atlanteans were able to communicate and they never talked. They communicated in that form, right?
Telepathically.
Yep.
Interesting.
So maybe they were the ones that seeded here and they were the Adam and Eve. Wow. Dude, I come up with shit sometimes, man. I don't know what happened.
You did. You came up with that. That's for damn sure.
Yep.
I don't know. Telepathy is. I don't know.
Telekinesis is moving items.
Yeah, telekinesis. Thank you. Is moving items. Telepathy is communication. And you know what? If it's words you sense or imagery that you sense, that's pretty cool. But I mean, look, as intrigued as I am by UFOs and extraterrestrials in space, I should be able to take my camera out on any good starry night and catch something, right? If I can telepathically communicate with them to let them know I'm there, I'm waiting, I want to see. Would that not be an experience the first time for you?
Oh, I actually do want to see UFO. There's no doubt about it. And there was that one documentary that we watched.
How would you know though if something was telepathically communicating with you?
Oh, you would know.
How would you know?
You would just know.
Is it just it appears in your brain and you go,
just like
maybe I thought about that. What I mean, how do you know it's not your brain or yourself?
It's no different than. So I'm talking to you right now, right?
Yes.
So I just said that, and you know how you just took.
I
that?
heard it. Yeah.
That would be how it would work. You'd be like, "What?"
Would I answer out loud?
I don't know. That's the question.
See,
I'll just be like,
I mean, it could be. You could answer out loud.
"Yep."
Hello, who just said that?
What?
That's what I'm saying. That was great.
Who said hello? Who just said that? So there's multiple people, and I can't remember his name, but they believe like when they go out in these little things, they believe they do the little lights in the sky, and then they do meditation, and somehow they say that draws them. Could that just be part of the matrix, right? Because our minds manifest, creates reality type of thing. Do you think that they believe so much in what they're doing that they actually just produce it like right in a computer program and then it becomes real? Dude, that's 2 for 2.
That is 2 for 2. Audrey, what is CE5? Isn't that that's a location, correct?
I don't know alien talk. Audrey is posting some
is that
holiday, that Star Trek holiday stuff today.
Is that what is that guy's name? Stephen Greer?
Yeah.
Is that who that is? CE5?
Yeah, CE5 Contact. It's a guide which provides an overview of all topics surrounding CE5 process, which walks users step by step through all aspects of initiating, basically talking to extraterrestrial. If they asked you to go for a ride in the ship, would you?
Would I? Yeah. Now, if they told me I couldn't come back, I'd have to think twice about it, obviously. But I mean, look, that's the thing, though. Here's my deal. I tell everybody and I openly say, the abduction thing is kind of intriguing to me, the, visiting. But if I open my eyes in the middle of the night, literally outside of this show talking about it, if I'm laying in my bed and I open my eyes because something rustles or something wakes me and there's this thing standing next to my bed looking at me,
it's a problem.
I'm losing all bowel control.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Looking at you with that big ass eyeballs.
Now, apparently, they can keep you from screaming. They can keep you from making any noise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that kind of stuff, that's the stuff that scares me, is the being out of control of the situation, I think.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't be the first one to touch a ship, because we truly don't know.
Leslie said, you and me both.
What part?
About being scared shitless.
Yeah, no, that's a real thing. I mean, think about it. I wouldn't go upstairs in the Hill House. You think I'm going to be okay with the freaking alien standing next to me in my bed looking at me, just being like...
I mean, look, I don't disagree. It's in... You have to make that call at the moment, right? Because I'm going to guess that when the adrenaline hits and starts flowing, you're not thinking about, I said this on the show that I might do it and I might not do it. Hell no, that's not even entering my brain. Oh, shit's entering my brain.
Yeah, right. FN Florida Man asks, is CE5 Jeff Bridges from the Men Who Stared at Goats? Is that the same thing? Because you're manifesting some kind of a communication with a goat. Did you ever see that movie?
I did not.
Neither
That's
did Heard it's supposed to be funny though.
yeah, I forget his name.
I see him.
George Clooney.
George
I think.
Clooney.
Yeah, I think that's right. F in Florida Man says that's why Ron won't be visited. They can make you quiet, but they can't prevent you from pooping the bed. Dude,
Ain't got no problem with that.
it is what it is.
I'm pooping.
I got plenty of drawers in my drawer.
I'm picking a leg up and just shooting.
Plenty of underwear in my drawer. I'll just change them.
In his drawers.
Show me something. My drawers in my drawers.
In his drawers. Folks, hey, abnormal realities, man. Abnormal realities. Now, the question is, Mars having mushrooms? Are they the good mushrooms? That's what I want to talk about. And then we're going to carry over to the spiritual experience of mushrooms. And is there a healing benefit to it? And me and Ron should probably try them on a show
No,
sometime.
I'm not
That's all I'm
trying
saying. Ron, take us home, baby. Come on.
Abnormalrealities.com, guys. OdysseyRadio.com. It's a new radio station. We'll be back in 2 minutes. We'll see you then.
At Romika Designs, we're more than just a laser engraving and specialty design company. Much more. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs, and if you can dream it, we can probably make it. We can custom laser cut and engrave on nearly all material. Great for one-of-a-kind gifts, home decor, business and specialty items, or personalized and logoed designs created just for you or your company. Allow us to become your go-to gift and specialty project partner. Romika Designs can help make your ideas a reality. We're ready to help you design and create that special gift for any occasion or engrave your personal or business logo on just about any product. View our designs at romikadesigns.com or simply email us with your ideas. We specialize in custom design and we'd be honored to have the opportunity to discuss it with you. Call us at 817-400-4040, email info@romikadesigns.com, or visit us on the web at romikadesigns.com.
Abnormal realities.
I watched a documentary the other day. People that were abducted. That's what it was about.
Abductees.
There was a kid, he claimed that he could speak alien. Let me see if I can pick it up. And he was serious, dude. I got chills watching it.
Then what was that sound you were making just now?
I don't know. It was what they did. But I probably said something in alien just now.
Did you call them to come get us? Maybe they can bring us a pizza. Ask them.
Bring us pizza?
Yeah, I don't care what.
Okay, hold on. I got to feel it.
Make sure it has jalapeno on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Just
please.
half jalapeno.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to ask aliens to bring me pizza.
Do they deliver it in 30 minutes or less?
It's on the way,
All
or
right.
it's free.
Abnormal realities. With Ron and Rocky. 8 p.m. Eastern, Mojo 50.
Welcome back.
The best air drummer you'll ever meet. Hey, by the way, guess what, folks? Gotta tell you something. Guess who forgot to touch the button?
At the beginning of the show, we were running late. We looked up. We were talking, doing business. Looked up, and we had a minute and 35 seconds to showtime. That's why we were late showing up tonight. But welcome back to Abnormal Realities, folks. I'm Ron Phillips. That's Rocky
How you
Stucci.
doing?
I don't know, dude.
What?
I
Talk to me.
just-
Ron Phillips, talk to me.
I don't know. I'd like to do it. Audrey says she's been out with Greer a few times to meditate and call in the UFOs. My son's like, oh my God, I want to go. Thomas Becker says, I tried some peyote once. Didn't do a thing for me, but I may not have been in the right frame of mind. Do they, if they look like this, that would freak me the hell out.
First thing I'll look for to see if they have a penis.
What?
Because I look at Petey and Petey has nothing. Like nothing. There's nothing. You don't even have a butthole.
It's just a bump, dude.
So how does he identify? And how do we know they do?
They don't. They're non-binary.
What? Aliens are?
I
I wonder if Audrey knows that. Like, do they love? You know what I'm saying? Do they spoon? Do they like enjoy movie night? Seriously.
No, they just put their large craniums together and that's how they make love.
Oh, I saw that. That's weird. Do they have emotions? Do they have pets?
Maybe not.
What kind of pets do they have?
Humans.
When they're done in the spaceship after damn right. That's a fact, Jack. I mean, where do they go to? Do they go to a home? Do they live in the capsule? I mean, seriously, there's so many questions. I guess honestly, if I had the opportunity, I probably would
What?
try to interact with them.
Would you?
Yeah, because those are the questions I have. I'd be like, do you guys have dogs? And do dogs love you unconditionally? Do you have cats? Do you hate them like we do? And do you go fishing?
For some reason, I'm trying to envision all of this, and I don't know why.
I can't see an alien fishing. And what do their fish look like?
Maybe they don't have fish.
Do they have lakes? Do they go to church?
Maybe they live underwater, and the fish are walking on land.
Do they have an alien Santa? How about an alien Easter bunny? Dude, I got questions all of a sudden.
You got a lot of questions all of a sudden.
And I bet you they don't live anything like us.
What?
They're
Extraterrestrials?
probably disciplined. They probably don't complain about their jobs. You know what I'm saying? They probably appreciate what they have. They probably don't go out and buy all the food in the store whenever they get 2 inches of snow on the damn ground.
Or before they have 2 inches of snow on the ground.
My God.
Yeah, it's about to get crappy down here in the Texas area, folks. So maybe we'll have a show Wednesday night and Thursday night. Maybe we won't. It just kind of depends on the power situation.
Texas shuts down, folks, when you get a little chilly.
And then I have to decide for myself on Thursday whether I want to put Rocky in a very scary, unsafe position of trying to drive in the ice and snow, because we're going to be mostly ice, I think, to the studio on Thursday night show. And I don't want to take a chance with Rocky's life. I would never do that.
Okay, I'm bringing something up.
Okay.
And I love her to death. So this is not a comment or conversation towards an individual. It's going to be a conversation, just in conversational format. Demons and aliens. Aliens or demons? So you hear that, Ron. What goes through your head?
Aliens or demons?
Yeah.
Why would somebody say aliens or demons?
Would people believe that if religion didn't exist?
I don't know.
Would demons exist if religion didn't exist?
I think evil would exist,
Always will.
but I don't know that the word demon or you know what you consider a demon would exist without religion. But then again, who puts demons and aliens in the same boat? Why would that be?
That's what I'm trying to process this in my brain right now. I don't believe that. I just anytime, oh my God. I love you guys. I do, but I'm saying what I want to say because it's our show. Right, Ron? We can say what we want.
Yeah, say what we want to.
Anytime we hear things like that, you know, and I'm saying this, my God, religion and religious indoctrination literally shuts down the exploration of the mind. People fear what they don't understand, and people hate what they can't conquer.
Exploration of the mind.
Yes. Religion
Does that
shuts
sound like
that
a
down.
tagline to you?
My nipple just got hard. The exploration of the mind. I got a chub. It's weird. Touch it.
That's actually, I'm not
Go
touching
ahead
it.
and touch it.
No.
You can't.
Exploration of the mind. That actually sounds pretty good.
Odyssey Radio. Exploration of the mind.
Oh. Let's see who's the first person to send that in. Okay.
So most of my friends are very good practicing Christians, right?
Okay.
They're good practicing Christians, and I love them for it. We absolutely disagree on these topics, and that's totally cool because all my friends and our friends, they're all super mature, and they can have these conversations because it's a conversation. That's all it is. But I also found that through a lot of their experiences and their belief system and their indoctrination of this, and I'm a Christian man. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe in Mary. I believe Jesus died for our sins. I believe Jesus died on the cross for us. But I do not live by the ideology of a religion, Catholicism, Christianity, Islam, any kind of religion on this planet. Would you ask a Tibetan monk if he believed aliens are demons? Do you think he would think aliens are demons?
I have no idea what to think about asking a monk that question because I don't know that lifestyle and I don't know what,
How about a Buddhist?
I don't know. I mean, the bottom line is I don't know the answer to the question. I don't.
Why is
Would you ask the question? Sure,
anything-
I'd ask the question.
Why is anything outside the norm of our manufactured reality demonic? Why is it every time we go to a haunted effing house, there's always that group of people that say, oh, you're going to mess with the demons, huh? Why does everything have to be that? Well, aliens.
Is it all because of a religious connotation?
Well, I bet if I Google it right now, I bet any.
Is ghost hunting are ghosts religious?
If you
Is
are,
that a religious?
if you're a religious person and you live by the Bible, then in the Bible it says not to tamper with the evil spirits.
Okay, but is every ghost an evil spirit?
And that wasn't Jesus who said that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't God who said that. It was a dude who shit just like we do and decided to put that down. And that has been people's reality for 2,000 years. And I say that respectfully.
It sounded like you did.
I felt that. Oh, there's the look.
It's that sounded pretty respectful. Okay.
Maybe I just run into a limit with that. And that's nowhere directed towards anybody here in this conversation. It's just, I've been hearing that for years. And it's only from people that have a very singular ideology. And that is through how they were indoctrinated to believe, right? And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not. So don't send me emails.
I'm seeing the chats now. I understand. Audrey says aliens go against everything Christians teach. They think aliens promote evolution and unbiblical teachings. Okay, I mean, I understand that.
So, as a creation of
Mary
God,
Mansfield says, okay, I have a question.
What is
Did the beliefs of thousands of people over thousands of years manifest more demons into existence?
I can believe that. I don't use the word demon, but I think we can all agree on like super dark, malevolent, evil spirits, right?
Okay.
I don't, because you say the word demon to a Muslim and their version of demon is going to be different. You say, to a Native American, you use word demon. I don't even think natives believe in demons. They believe in earth spirits and they believe in darker spirits and all that. I'm not an expert at that. I don't know. But dude, I've said it. When we go to these haunted houses, the more that these locations get investigated, the more active they become. Is that because we're bringing things in, or is it because we're manifesting that to happen at that location? So I agree. There's validity to that statement. Over the years and over the thought process, and I'm just saying this, there's a lot of beautiful people on this planet that do a lot of amazing things that go overshadowed all the time. But there are some very evil, sinister human beings that have walked this planet, that have done really, really disgusting things at major levels. Are they demons? Or are they just really bad people, right? When they die, do they become a demon? Or do they become a very evil spirit, just like they were while they were living? You die as you live, right? Your experience in death is how you lived in life.
Is it, though?
I don't know.
The Ted Bundys of the world?
Is he a demon?
That's a good question.
You get what I'm saying? Is Hitler
The Charles Mansons of the world?
Is Hitler a demon?
Yeah, I don't know the answer to the question.
Who is that one guy? Genghis Khan. Is he a demon? Thousands of people, died at his hands, right? Is he a demon? I don't know. Are aliens demons? I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know the answer to that question, and we likely never will until we're on the other side.
But
looking
why do
back,
we
you know.
always have to go to that?
I don't
That's my
know.
thing.
I don't know. Can we go to mushrooms? I want some mushrooms.
Well, if you want to experience demons, take too much of the mushrooms. You want some mushrooms?
No, I don't really. I just want to do
You caught
the
my
story.
attention on that. This is why I love you guys, because we can talk about this stuff and still be like, okay, moving on, right? I do have a little thorn over that subject. I don't know what it is, and it has nothing to do with anybody here. I just want to reiterate that. I just been dealing with that for a long time.
It's just a belief. I mean, it's it's an opinion, one opinion over another, and everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Can
So,
I just say one thing?
welcome to the world. That's what
We don't know.
we don't know.
We
Nobody
don't-
knows.
Nothing. We know nothing.
Nobody knows. Everybody thinks they know, but nobody knows.
The fact of the matter is we don't know if there's a heaven. We don't know if there's a hell. We don't know if ghosts are human spirits, and we don't know if aliens are demons. We don't know any of it. We don't know. We don't know if parallels, realities are real. We don't know if you can go into a black hole and just poop out somewhere else in a different time. We don't know if time travel's real. We have no idea. We don't. Just because we can make a freaking plane fly doesn't make us super advanced. Just because we can put a couple rockets in space doesn't make us the supreme being like we think we are in this freaking universe. I'm serious. We don't know shit. That's at the end of the day. We don't know shit. We just know what we're taught to believe. And that is our reality until we die. And then we're like, oh shit, it's not what we were taught. I almost said the F word. Can I get a hug?
No, we'll do it after the show. A recent study claims to have found evidence for mushroom-like life forms on the surface of Mars. As it happens, these particular features are well known and were discovered by cameras aboard NASA's Mars exploration rover Opportunity shortly after it landed in 2004. Those little mushroomy-looking things were kind of cool. I don't have any more to that story, by the way, because I'm not registering for free to continue reading. But Rocky,
No more emails.
yeah, that's exactly right. Rocky has another story dealing with mushrooms of a different kind.
Well,
but if you remember when Opportunity sent back the pictures, it was these little berry-looking things on the planet that ended up being rocks, I think, or pebbles of some sort, but they're spherical. They're not just like rock looking pebbles. They're spherical, and they look like, I forget what they called them originally, but there's a new paper out that says they could have been mushrooms. So
interesting.
We'll see.
Like fossilized mushrooms?
No. Well, maybe because they're rocks, but
So, there has been some speculation in regards to Mars of it actually at one time,
spheroids. Thanks, Deborah.
having life. There's been signs of water on Mars. Maybe Mars was Earth already. Maybe it was our Earth and we messed that shit up, so we came to this Earth. Who knows? We don't know. But it could be habitable.
Wow. That's a hell of a thought process.
Well, think about it. There are things on Mars that just make you kind of scratch your head that everything is a matrix. What do they call it? Like a pareidolia, right? The Skittle effect. Our eyes are programmed to make sense of everything we look at. Yeah. So, you look at those pictures.
Look at a rock at a distance.
Yeah.
And it looks like an alien craft.
Correct.
Or you look at a rock up close and it looks like a squirrel on Mars. I mean, we're seeing pictures like this all the time. I saw a picture yesterday of what looked to be a skull on Mars, but it's just a rock.
Yeah.
And just because it has a lot of the formations of a skull, jawline, eye sockets, things like that, doesn't make it a skull.
Yeah. Light, shadow, all that stuff. And you got to remember, Mars is windy. And Mars does have sand. Yeah. So you have a sandblaster that's constantly carving out things when the wind blows. When the wind blows on Mars.
Okay.
So now the next step, because I brought this up before. Now, this isn't really mushrooms, but it's going down the path that we want to go. Because recently I read an article in regards to healing benefits from low doses of LSD for people with PTSD veterans. And we have talked about it before about wanting to go down to, I believe it was Machu Picchu in South America. And they have these little tours. I don't think they're official, but you can drink a glass of the ayahuasca.
Yeah.
And then you puke for a half an hour. and then you go up into these ancient.
There's a guy who was doing that on TikTok. I saw it the other day. He was talking about it before he did it. A lot of people were giving him grief because you don't just go drink ayahuasca. There's a process, and it's a whole, spiritual kind of thing, right? And he did that whole spiritual kind of thing. And I haven't seen his afterthoughts yet on that, but
Did he seem really high?
well, I never did see any. I didn't never see him on
Okay.
it.
Okay, you just
But-
saw him drink it.
Yeah. But this is one of those guys that's on TikTok all the time talking about life after death and what happens to you after you die, and that people have done hypnotic regression to know that they've lived other lives. So he's, he was going to do that, and he was going to let us know. I need to go look him up and find out.
And I believe all that, dude. So when I sit here and lose
The
my
regression
shit,
stuff?
yeah, when I sit here and and I lose my shit saying we don't know, I mean, that's about as factual as it gets because we honestly don't know, right? But there are a lot of things out there that give us a proper speculation, or at least it gives us enough to where we can say that does make sense and it could happen. And there are instances that could reflect that belief and support it, right? But what changes in your brain? Because we just talked about people with psychological disabilities, like Alzheimer's, people that multi-personality disorder, schizophrenics, people that they say they see people, and science says that it's a malfunction of the brain somehow. Something is just off balance. We don't know if they're really seeing people. Like guy we saw in the video today.
Yes.
We didn't know. Maybe he did see Jesus, because to him he did, and nobody could convince this guy that he didn't. You know what I'm saying? And it was weird when he looked up. It's like he saw somebody, right? But what changes?
It's like those kids in some videos that will talk to Jesus or talk to a dead relative, looking right at them, and there's nothing there, right? But they see them, and through the eyes of babes, I guess. I don't know how that works, but man.
And then they grow up being told that no, you really didn't. It was just your imagination. But explore all possibilities. But you really didn't see shit.
Yeah.
But you can be anything you want. Just don't do this. Because
But is it? Here's another thing to think about. We've talked to people before who say that children, before they become, I guess the way I would phrase it is self-aware, before they can recall, that they're capable of doing a lot of things, that they're very intelligent, that they have a lot more knowledge than they do when they become self-aware and lose it and forget it, that they can see other beings maybe.
Let me ask you
That's
something.
odd to me.
Yeah,
dude.
let me ask you something. Let me piggyback off that. So what if we had a child, a fresh one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a year old, whatever. And they're in
fresh
that,
one,
completely open, imaginative state, right? And is it an imagination? I don't know. But let's say that we never indoctrinated that child into our belief system. So we didn't raise that child to believe what we believe. We allowed that child to grow up believing everything they wanted to believe and did not tell them they were wrong once. What would be the difference in that individual's belief and their ability maybe to see or communicate or go way beyond what our closed minds can do? What do you think the difference would be if you didn't shut those off in a child? Would it grow up different?
Well, would their brain capacity be more? You understand what I'm saying?
Oh.
If you didn't force them to close off certain parts of their thought processes, would their brain capacity be larger? I mean, I'm all about the evolution of the human brain, right? I'm not talking biblical. I'm talking the evolution of the human mind. The evolution of the human mind, when you think about technology changes and things like that over the last, 6, 8, 10,000 years, that's a lot of change. And quite honestly, more technology has changed in our lifetime and the generation or two before us than any other time prior to that. So ultimately, I think we're all in a path of growing and understanding and evolution that at some point there's a possibility that we will learn how to reach those farther portions of our brain and utilize that rather than the 8 to 10% of it that we use now. Some people less, some people more.
How would the standard community? Because so I do.
They would have to be segregated from everybody
Oh
else.
yeah, brother. That's you know exactly where I'm going with this, because I've been involved in I guess the best way to put it is the spiritual community for a long time, the native community, and I've seen a lot of my friends take a lot of shit and ridicule, and be labeled witches, and Satanists because they're universal. Right?
Okay.
They believe in universal laws. They believe in meditation. They believe in that, we're one with the universe. Nothing witchy about them. And even people that I know that are witches are some of the nicest, most decent, unjudging people you'll ever meet. What's the difference?
Until you piss them off.
And then freaking curse your ass. So if we did isolate these people, Ron, and we gave them a little LSD, expand their mind a little bit, open up parts of the brain that aren't normally open. And this is what they're using to help those with PTSD, is that you're just basically opening different parts of the brain that is allowing you to see things differently, to react to things differently, to explore that thought and that experience differently. Because when we just know what we know in a normal state, we're not able to think through those things. But when you do put yourself in some kind of a psychedelic state, you go off into a whole different world. Been there, done it a lot. I've done it a lot. That's why I'm so normal. Right?
I'm here.
Okay. So if you isolated people and you allowed them to do that, right? How would the indoctrinated community be receptive towards people like that? Where you actually truly try to evolve their mind and open it without any type of indoctrination. And they're super spiritual.
Is it not almost impossible to be able to do that, though?
It is
because
impossible.
Even anybody that's running the experiment would have input there that would cause it to go south. I mean, it's just, I don't know how you would create that perfect, I don't even know if you call it a perfect world, because it might not end up being a perfect world.
But the thing is that we have those capabilities. The law of attraction, the law of intent. You are what you think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if people were allowed to practice that, we talked about all these different things that have been done to the humans as studies. You look at the studies with LSD. I can't remember what they called that again, where they gave all these people LSD and they kept them tripping for days on end as an experiment to see if they could change the minds and train human beings to think. We're in a day right now in our time where we are literally human trained dogs, right? Everything around us teaches us how to hate, teaches us how to be angry, teaches us how to be offended, teaches us everything to have a broken frequency, a low frequency. We're sick, right? If they taught us the capabilities of mind healing, of spiritual healing, of learning how to totally love who we are and represent what we choose to be and not what society wants us to be, this planet, I'm not even bullshitting, this planet would be a whole different place.
What I find intriguing also is that there are some people out there, I think I'm one of them, I do, that have this sixth sense about being able to know when others don't understand hate or don't understand the evilness of their words, or their spirit is evil. And ultimately, you always want to say, or you always want to try, just be good to people. There are times where people aren't good to you, but overall, just be good to people. And know that everybody has a mouth and everybody speaks words for the most part. And that means that they have an opinion just like you do. And guess what? Your shit's not always right.
Yep.
And you know what? If they don't think you're right, that's their right to not think you're right. And that's okay. That has nothing to do with culture, Constitution, nothing. They have a mouth and they can speak, and their brain tells them, yes, this is right. Yes, this is wrong. But if you have that sense that you know that you're saying something that may be right or wrong, or that they are saying something that may be right or wrong, but that you're able to go, well, they may be right, they may be wrong, I don't know. But you're looking at it from like an outsider's point of view. That's the thing that worries me about this country and the world right now, is that there are far too few people who can look at this and go, well, this person can speak, they've got a mouth. This person can speak, they've got a mouth. Which one do I follow? I don't care. I just will, do the best I can to figure out my way. But figuring out my way is very damn difficult. You just do the best you can. That's all you've got.
Yeah. Self-independence.
Sorry, I went on that rant.
No, that's perfect. Self-independence is not beneficial to the rulers of the world. That's a fact.
Who was that? Some people. Nope. Some people are just pure assholes.
And that's a fact.
Thanks,
too.
Bill.
Hey man, I don't know. and half the things I say, and I know I'm not right. These are just things that they're just my opinions. I just want to try to look at things, Ron, just like in a whole different way, right? If I'm to understand things, I can't judge them while I'm trying to understand them because I'm already biased going into it. So we don't want to do that, man. It's abnormalrealities.com, bitches. What? Give me a hug. I need a
Bitches,
hug.
what? That's what he said. Anyway.
Yeah. Hey, OdysseyRadio.com. And we're working on the website this weekend. Already started contacting some shows, doing some recruitment.
And thank you for the ones that are sending us the recommendations. Please keep them coming.
Yep.
If you've got a show out there that you watch, or that you know somebody who does a show that would fit on our station, send them to us. We'd love to talk to them. Okay? We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Love you all.
Love you.
Peace out.
Peace.